channel. Today's video is obviously on this look. This is a Eid inspired festive makeup look, which means I obviously don't expect you guys to wear this look on Eid, so don't come for me saying, oh my god, why would you do that for an Eid makeup look? It was inspired by Eid because this whole look is very heavily influenced by the whole Islamic star and moon symbol. So I actually ordered a bunch of these little flash tattoos from Amazon and I like stuck them everywhere. I stuck some on my shoulder, I stuck some to my neck, I stuck this star here. I made this, I actually glued like my own shape here and then I went over it with rhinestones. This is the tattoo, this is a tattoo, the inner corner stars are tattoos, and then I glued gems right here. So, oh, and this is also a tattoo. So I kind of went a little bit crazy with the whole star and moon theme. This could also be kind of a Halloween makeup look. You could be a goddess and do the whole star and moon thing. I don't know, it's very versatile. I think you can wear this to like a festival, for Halloween, a costume party, whatever you want to do. If you want to wear it to Eid, do that too. Honestly, I don't care. I mean, I'm not doing anything for Eid this year. I mean, I'm gonna wear desi clothes, but I'm not gonna do like something as dramatic as this. This was just to play with and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this look. If you want to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so per the usual, I've already got my eyebrows on for the most part. Today I'm gonna work on my face first and then the eyes. So my skin is already prepped. I'm just gonna go straight into foundation. I'm taking my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 300. By the way, excuse my short ratchet nails. I tried to paint them to like make them look kind of cute, but this hand's nails are growing so much slower than this hand's nails. They all broke recently. And I've been so upset about it because Eid is coming up and I love my claws, my natural claws. But I did buy like stick-on nails in case I wanted to wear them for Eid. Oh my god, there's like no more foundation in this bottle, but I will use it as much as I can. Come on, come on. This is literally finished. That's sad. I need to throw it away. I have another Fenty Beauty foundation. This is also in the shade 300, obviously. It feels so awkward on camera right now because I haven't made a video in a really long time. Well, not that long, but like the last time I made my video was for the black makeup look, the Crystal Glam makeup look. I am just slapping foundation on my face. I know that the Fenty Beauty foundation has like a lot of mixed reviews and stuff because it's so matte and people with dry skin really don't like this foundation, but I stand by my first opinion of it. I really love this foundation. It's so lightweight and full coverage at the same time. Well, I wouldn't say that it's like full coverage, but it's definitely medium to full coverage. So you can build it up as much as you want and it still feels so light on your skin. If I'm doing a look and I don't know what foundation I want to use for that day, like automatically I always stick to the Fenty Beauty foundation. That's why I'm using it today. I had no idea what foundation I wanted to use today, so by default it was Fenty Beauty. Okay, for concealer I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade medium. To set everything in place, I'm taking the Ben Nye banana powder. So I'm pretty much setting my entire face with this almost, even though I'm not a huge fan of the Ben Nye banana powder. I just like the finish it gives me. Okay, so I'm not going to dust off from underneath my eyes. I reapplied some more because I'm going to bake while I do my eye makeup. So for the eye look today, I'm taking the Morphe 25B palette, which is just this eyeshadow palette full of like bronzy colors. This palette is really affordable. I don't know if they still sell this. I bought this, I want to say like a couple years back, and when I bought it, it was like under $15. So if they still have this, I highly recommend it. The quality is not 100%, but it is a really good beginner friendly palette. The reason I purchased it is just because you always need a palette that has a bunch of different brown colors in it for blending and stuff. So I'm gonna use this palette today And I am starting off with, okay, so my brushes are all so dirty still from the black makeup look that I did last time. So I need to like wipe off every brush that I use before I use it. So I'm taking the Morphe E27 brush and I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna choose this shade right here. So these colors clearly don't have names on them, so I'll just point them out whatever I use. So, I mean, this part doesn't really matter. I'm just working on building up my crease, so this is just the first color. Oh, I didn't even highlight my brow bone. Oh, see, I forgot how to do makeup because it's been a while. Alright, I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone first with this light shade right here. Okay, so now I'm switching brushes to the Morphe M433 and I'm going into this deeper brown shade right here. It does look kind of like burgundy in the pan, but I think it goes on more brown than it looks. So this is a halo eye, so I'm gonna do this outer section here first, and then I'm gonna work on the inner section as well. And usually you can do your halo eyes in two different ways. You can make it meet at the top or you can leave it open. So I'm also like kind of dragging this out, like my outer V section, and bringing it back in from the top just so that it can blend better. And I am gonna make it meet at the top, just because I like it when it meets at the top. I feel like it looks more 3D that way. Whenever I don't connect it at the top, I feel like the halo looks incomplete. So I'm just building up this area and leaving the middle part empty. And as you can see, like, I am being sloppy as hell with this. Now I'm switching my brush back to the other brush just to kind of like soften this area up right here. Okay, so I'm wiping off this brush. I'm going into this shade right here now, which is just like another soft brown shade similar to what I first put in the crease, but it's slightly darker. So I'm gonna use that now to kind of blend on top of this other shade that I just added. So this is what it looks like right now. There's a dark brown, there's a medium brown, and then there's a light brown all the way at the top. Alright, now let me just quickly repeat the same step to the other eye and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. Okay, now I am taking the Morphe M506 brush and I'm switching eyeshadow palettes to the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette, only because there are these two colors in here called Sangria and Nocturnal. So I'm going to use a combination of those two shades to kind of deepen up the little third section that I did, because it matches my dress perfectly. So you guys know I like to be matchy-matchy. So now I'm just literally laying it right on top of that dark brown that I applied. And make sure you always get this inner section right here. For me, if I forget it, it kind of looks creased up whenever I apply eyeshadow. So I always have to take an extra minute to just softly blend out this section right here. And it's okay right now if it gets really blown out because I still haven't applied my middle shade. And when I get there, then things are gonna start to look more put together. Alright, now for the center part of the lid, I'm going in with this Stila liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Next to Notte. Okay, and this is liquid, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply it directly to the center. So it just makes applying glitter so much easier. You don't have to fuss, you don't have to use any like glue adhesives or anything, you just apply this directly. And the way I'm applying it is first in a half moon and then I'm pulling it upwards. And then if it goes up too high, just go back into your brush, the skinny brush, this is the Morphe M506, and just kind of move it off. That's one. It's not completely done, but it's kind of laid out. I just want to try to match the other side first, and then I'll even it out even more. This is completely dry. I'm like fighting with it. One thing I hate about these Stila liquid glitter eyeshadows is that the applicator doesn't even pick up like a good amount of glitter, and the glitter is not even dried out. It's just that it's stuck on the side, so it's kind of hard to take it out. Okay, so once you're kind of happy with the placement of the glitter, so I'm going into the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Beauty Killer palette only because of this shade right here called Confession. And you probably don't have to do this step, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like take a little bit of it and I'm gonna match the edges with it. And the reason I'm using this shade is because it's a shimmer shade, and the other colors that I was using in my crease were all matte. So this shade right here is just gonna kind of enhance the glitters and give it a nicer pop. You'll see the difference. I'm gonna show you after I'm done with this eye the difference between doing it and then not doing it. So I'm even going on top of it a little bit just so that it doesn't look like it's only in the corners, but it actually goes with the look. And don't use a flat brush for this step. Use like a tiny little blending brush that's synthetic, because if you use a flat brush and kind of drag, then you're gonna end up dragging off all the glitter. See, so dust off the fallout now. Okay, so look at the difference between me doing it with the shimmer shade and kind of blending it and merging it with the other colors, and then this is the side where I haven't done that yet. And obviously I'm sure that the sparkles look more sparkly on this side, but this side looks neater, so that's the look that I'm going for. And then if you want to bring back the sparkles, you can go on top of it again with the glitter just to enhance it some more. Now I'm just reapplying the sparkle right on top. Again, just to bring out the sparkles one more time. So now I'm just going to clean up the shape of the eyeshadow. I am taking the Morphe E47 brush, and I'm just dipping back into the Ben Nye Banana powder, and I'm just going to give it a sharper edge. And this will also help guide me when it comes to the eyeliner part. Okay, so for eyeliner, I'm going into M Cosmetics eyeliner. This is the brown eyeliner by Michelle Phan. I didn't want to do black today, so I'm just going to stick to a brown eyeliner. So I'm trying to keep it really thin, or as thin as possible. So I'm just gonna move ahead and I'm gonna take my Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. Okay guys, to tell you the truth, I just took like a little food break because it was iftar time, but I put on my lashes and now I'm just gonna finish up with the eyes. First, gonna take the Pat McGrath Ultra Glide Gel Liner. Oh my god. My eyes always water whenever I put eyeliner in my eye. So if that ever happens and your eye starts to water when you're putting eyeliner in your eye, just take a Q-tip and hold it inside your eye so it can kind of absorb the excess water. And then I'm also going to do the inner corner flick thing with the brown liner that I used earlier. Alright, so for my lower lash line, I'm going back into the Morphe 25 Bead palette, and I'm going to take this dark brown shade and smoke out my lower lash line with it. So you can see that I'm going really heavy with this. I always go pretty heavy with my lower lash line just because I know that my lower lash line can handle it. But if your lower lash line can't handle it, then don't apply it as heavy, obviously. But a lot of people think that their lower lash line can't handle it. It can, you just have to build it up slow and see. But definitely it's something that you have to kind of step outside of your comfort zone to do. So you can see that I'm just extending this outwards and just kind of shaping it even more than it was before. So now I'm taking this Bronze Sephora House of Lash eyeliner, and you can use any metallic eyeliner that you have, but I'm using this to clean up that inner corner flick that I did. So it's almost like applying concealer to make it sharper, Instead, you can just use a shimmery tone or like a metallic eyeliner pencil to really carve it out. And also it's gonna provide a really nice pop of color right here. Alright, for the inner corner highlight for now, I'm just gonna go into this gold shade right here just to softly like highlight this area. I don't know if I want to keep it like this or not, but for now I'm just gonna use this. I've already spent pretty much the entire day doing this. I started at like 5 something and then it was iftar time. Alright, I'm just gonna pop on my mascara now. I'm taking the Superhero Mascara by It Cosmetics. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done now. I'm going back to face. I'm taking MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC35 and I'm gonna go ahead and brighten up under my eyes and stuff with this, and then I'm gonna quickly contour and blush, highlight, the whole shebang, and then we're gonna do the face art. So I'm applying a good amount of powder right now because after I do the face art, like that's it. I'm not gonna come back to doing my face again, so I wanna make sure that it looks pretty good before I start doing that. And now to bronze / contour, I'm taking the Lawless Skin Bronzer in the shade Summertime Skin. And I'm using the same brush that I used to apply my highlight tone underneath my eyes, just to clean up underneath my contour. For blush, I'm taking NARS blush in the shade Outlaw. This is also a really nice, like, berry toned blush. And then this area right here, because I don't want it to be like pink and then light, so I'm gonna go back in this time to NC40. And then just kind of softly mix this into the blush so it doesn't look like it's starting from nowhere. For highlighter, I'm taking the Too Faced highlighter in the shade Canary Diamond. Just like a pinkish gold highlighter. So I'm applying that directly onto my cheekbones, and I'm using my finger to apply it because I want it to go on really strong. So I'm kind of mapping out with the highlighter also where I want the moon to go. And it helps because obviously when you do your highlighter, you do it in like a C shape right here. So, you know, C shape is like a moon shape. So it's gonna help me create that moon later on as well. I'm also gonna go in and highlight my brow bone using this highlighter. You guys know I like to tie my face highlighter into my brow bone highlight. So even if it's just like a soft flush of it on top of whatever brow bone highlight is already there, I think it looks better than using 2 different tones. And then same thing to the inner corner. Even though I already had a highlight color there, I just want everything to tie together really nicely. For lipstick, I'm taking the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Famous. I feel like these Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks never go on fully opaque, so I have to like apply 2 to 3 layers. Okay, now that the entire makeup look is done, now it's time for the face art. So the face art I ordered from Amazon. Let me show you guys what it's called. They're called Flash Tattoos. I can leave them somewhere in the description bar below if you guys are interested. But it just comes with a pack of like different star and moon face tattoos, and you guys know how to use face tattoos. You just apply it and then put like a warm towel on top, wait for it to stick onto your skin, and then peel it off. So I'm gonna use a couple of them. So I was thinking of actually drawing a real moon on the side of my face and then bedazzling it with gems and then putting a star next to it, and then taking half of this and sticking it in a moon shape on this side. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna start with, I have to do it on this side because I can't do it on this side. I just can't. So, and plus the moon, the Islamic moon is supposed to be this way. Okay, so I practiced on my tissue before. And I'm using a metallic eyeliner because I know it'll show up on my skin, and also because I'm gonna fill it in and then I'm gonna go over it with gemstones. For now, that's the plan. So let's see what actually happens. So if you mess up, like look, that was like not a good one. It's just makeup, so you can just rub it in. If you mess up a lot, just wipe it off with your sponge, like dab at it and it'll go away. That's why I'm using a metallic eyeliner, because it can also blend in, but I'll still be able to see it if I need to make changes and stuff. Okay, so either I can use gold flake on top of the moon, or I can use gemstones. I think I'm gonna use the gold flake because it's gonna give it a more 3D look. I bought this from Michael's. It's called Gold Leaf or something like that. Okay, I'm taking Duo Lash Glue, the clear one. So I'm gonna begin gluing the moon shape. Like I'm gonna do the moon inside, and then after I glue the pieces, then I'm gonna make it sharp. So I have the gold flake in this little candle lid right here, and I'm squeezing some glue next to it just so that it's easier to work with as I'm applying it. You need some tweezers, obviously. You can't, I mean, you can use your fingers, but trust me, this stuff gets really messy. So what you can actually do to make this easier is just apply the glue directly. I don't know why I didn't do that first. It is kind of hard to work with because it sticks to everything. Okay, so it's coming along. I just need to perfect it. All right, back at it with the little gems from my last video. I still need to organize these better, but I got them from Amazon. So I'm just gonna use the stones to neaten this moon shape, because like you can see that this is kind of a fill-in. I'm gonna actually outline it with stones because I think it's gonna make it look even more like dramatic. And plus I want it to be silver and gold, not just gold, since I have a bunch of different metals on. I have rose gold, yellow gold, silver gold. I just really like mixing metals, so that's why I'm just gonna add this right over it. Okay, same rules apply as last time. I just brought you guys in closer because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I am taking the stone, dipping it in glue, the same method I showed you in my last video. Oh my god, I feel like I'm getting like cross-eyed trying to see what's going on. I'm trying really hard to stay in frame, but it's really hard for me to see since this is on the side of my face. This side is hard for me to do. This side wasn't as bad, but I feel like this side is like in my peripheral vision, so I really can't see what I'm doing. I know it's uneven right now, but I'm doing it right like this to see which ones I need to move. Like I know I'm probably gonna have to move these two up a little bit, so that's why I'm making a new line.
Damn, that looks dope.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you put a lot of glue like I just did, it'll end up oozing out from underneath the gem. So you need to be really careful when you do it. Like not only will the glue look bad since it's oozing out from underneath, but also the gem will end up just ripping off because the glue will dry up underneath it. Okay, the outline is done. I think I just want to add a small one right at the end to kind of complete it, and then I'm going to start filling it in better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it looks like a moon. It's hard to get precision with a gold flake, so that's why I did the gems now, so that it can kind of act as an outline and I can just fill it in. Okay, so the moon is done. I'm just gonna take some face powder and I'm just gonna kind of clean up around it, the areas that I outlined with that metallic liner first. Okay, so for the tattoo part of it, I'm gonna take this shape first and I'm gonna put this like as a tika on my forehead, and I'm actually gonna bring it down slightly because My forehead is smaller than this tikka, and it's okay if this part goes like in between my eyebrows. That's sometimes how normal tikkas are. Now what I'm gonna do is press on it. Oh, wait, I messed up. It's gonna be like this. Place it right in the center. Take my towel. Ooh, not bad. I like this. Now I'm gonna do the star. So the star I have is silver. I want it to go literally right there. So I took this tiny little gold star tattoo and I'm literally gonna put it right on top of the silver one that I just applied. So now there is a gold star on top of this silver star. And then there's the silver gems and then the gold flake inside of the moon. This side is done. I'm not doing a moon and star on this side because that's the most, and these things are gonna be really hard to take off. So for this side, they're just stars, but I cut them and shaped them in like a moon shape. And I'm just gonna apply it like this. I'm gonna stick this on my hand now, just for fun. I'm kind of getting carried away with this thing, so. Ugh, I love it. It's so cute. Obviously, I could have done this myself, but I cheated and this is so much better and it saves a lot of time. And how cute is this? Like, this would look so cute if you just put it on your hand for Eid or something. All right, so last thing I'm gonna do is I kind of want to put stars right in my inner corner, a small gold star from here. And for this, I'm just gonna wet a Q-tip because I don't need the whole towel just to do this part. So I'm just holding it with a wet Q-tip. Ooh, I love it. Okay, seriously, I love this. Ah! And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm already wearing a star nose pin to go with the whole theme. I'm obsessed with the whole moon and star thing. I always wanted to get it tatted on me. Okay. And now I'm done with the look. I just thought it needed some more pizzazz. The last tattoo was gonna be this, so I wanted to do it like a choker. Even though I already have a necklace on, I think it's gonna look like so boss with this on too. Oh, I'm dying. Honestly, you can even wear this look to like Coachella or something. I don't know, I was feeling festive. Obviously don't wear this look to Eid. I was just playing on the whole Muslim symbol, the star and moon, and I wanted to accentuate it in every way possible. So that's why I did this look. But obviously don't wear this look on Eid because this is too much. I think I'm gonna do two. I kind of did it this way. It should have been more this way. So I'm gonna do two. But I'm gonna put the star sign on this side now. Yeah, there we go. That looks dope. I love that. It probably isn't really straight, but when are necklaces ever fully straight? This look is totally giving me grungy vibes.